mind of all those monkey thoughts that race around and grab your attention, taking you from the past to the present to the future and back again in almost an endless loop. So tonight we're going to clear that. So let's, as a group together, take a deep inhale and let it out with a big sigh. And we'll do that a couple of times. So inhale and let it out. Just imagine that what you're doing is you're releasing the day, the week. You're releasing anything that worries you, anything that distracts you tonight. Another deep inhale and a big sigh. And let's tune in right away to the inside of the body. Where do you feel your breath coming from? Where's your attention? Where's your level of consciousness? I know my breathing is still fairly shallow, the top of my chest. And I want to move that breath down into the belly. So let's do that together. We'll take an inhale. And this time let it out gently with a long, long sigh. And follow that down into the belly. And just imagine that you can push the breath out, expand the abdomen. And when you exhale, you're contracting not only the belly, but releasing, contracting all the carbon dioxide, any stale air in the lungs. We're just letting go, letting go, letting go. So breathe in and expand the belly. Contract gently, releasing the air in the lungs. And just follow that back and forth movement, like the bellows, or maybe even like the tide. Imagine you're standing on the beach. And the tide comes in and washes over your feet. And the tide goes out. The breath comes in. The breath goes out. And we're going to take a few minutes now and we'll listen to the sound bowls. And as you do, I want you to bring that energy of the sound right into the body. Feel it move around inside, continuing to release. Letting go, bringing the muscles from the shoulders away from the ears. Just allow yourself to be here, right now, in this moment. imagine that you're walking down a path, following the sound, following the energy of the sound, reverberating from the bowls. You can hear it on both sides of the body. Maybe you can feel it inside in the heart. And as you walk along this path, you're letting go of all the things you've been carrying all day. Imagine that you can slip it off like a backpack. Just unzip that backpack and put anything in there that needs to be released. And when you're ready, zip it up and put it to the side. And you take a step forward and another step and another step, and you open the door that appears before you. And then you step through, and it's a portal to the most beautiful space you can imagine. You might be standing on that beach at midnight, looking up at the stars, looking up at the moon, a supermoon, maybe even seeing a comet streak by, feeling the cool air on your body, hearing the wind in the palm leaves, and of course, standing on the sand, barefoot, damp, the water, the tide coming in, rising over the toes and ebbing out. Or you might imagine that the doorway that you have walked through is a beautiful old grove forest. Like you can imagine the California redwoods or the sequoias. And as you walk through the path in the woods, you can feel the trees. It's cool in there. There's sunlight, but it's filtered through the leaves. You might hear rustling on the ground. There might be squirrels or chipmunks. Just small creatures of the forest. You might hear the birds way up. But mostly what you feel is peace. And you stop in front of a tree. And you reach out and place your hand on the bark. And you can imagine that you can feel the energy from the earth rising up in the tree. Just that unseen chemical process rising up from the ground, feeding the tree up to the leaves. And on another level, what you feel is the wisdom and the strength and the stability that it has taken for this tree to remain alive for hundreds of years. And with this thought You move your attention from the heart or the belly down the legs and to the bottom of your feet. And right there, the soles of the feet, you have chakras, little doorways that you open with your imagination. And from the bottom of your feet, you can see your energy roots grow down into the earth, just like the tree that you're touching, that you're holding. Your energy roots grow deep into the earth. You're sending them down 10 feet, 20 feet, 100 feet into the ground. And when it feels right to stop, you allow those roots to grow wide, like fingers. You can feel those roots growing as wide as your shoulders. Allow them to grow out as wide as you can imagine and as is comfortable. And now breathe deep into your body and feel that centered feeling, that balance that can come over you when you can imagine what that would be like. To be standing there and have your roots deep into the belly of the Mother Earth. Strong but flexible enough to withstand any challenge that comes your way. Bending with the wind. The flexibility allowing you to surf the wave and not get broken or stopped, but just allow your branches to flow back and forth. To know that you can withstand whatever happens. All is in divine order. And if you have any doubt, just look at the trees. Steadfast. Dozens of them. Surviving through the centuries, no matter what has come their way. And go ahead and use your imagination to see yourself sink to the ground and rest on the path. Maybe it's fall and the leaves are beginning to fall, and you can see the colors of yellow and red and orange. You can smell that autumn air. And just take a minute to breathe all that in deeply as you relax and let go even further. Listen to the sound bowls as Liz plays. And as you continue to sit there in the woods, imagine that you can breathe in the energy from the earth up into your roots. Bring that energy up all the way into the body. So take an inhale and feel the energy rise up to the bottom of the feet. And as you exhale, the energy rises up into the belly and into the chest, into the throat, and up into the head. And the more deeply you breathe in, the more energy and vitality flows into the body. And you can send that energy around. You can imagine it beginning at the top of your head and flowing down the back. Feel it move into the neck where it moves into the muscles, loosening up all the knots in the neck. And the energy now moves down into the shoulders and the joint, creating space, reducing inflammation, bringing healing energy. Now move that energy down your arms. Feel it in the upper arm, the elbow. Feel it move down into the lower arm, and now it's in the wrist and the hands. Feel it tingling in the palm where you have chakras in both palms of your hands. And now imagine that again you're at the top of your head, and let's do the front of the body. With an inhale, you bring in more energy from the earth. And when you exhale, it begins moving down the forehead and in to the brow area. Your forehead relaxes. And it's moving now into the eyes, soothing the eyes, eliminating any irritation, relaxing the muscles of the eyes. And now you can feel it in the cheekbones and down into the jaw where all those tight muscles are eased and soothed and relaxed. The energy moves down into the throat chakra. And you can feel it flowing now down into the chest. Send it deep into the lungs, where it moves to clear the lungs of any congestion. And you notice that you can take such a deep, deep breath so easily. And the next thing you notice, you float into the heart muscle itself, and you feel everything relax. The heartbeat slows, the heart rate slows. The oxygen moving out into the blood everything is nourished. You can feel even the blood vessels dilate, expand to bring more oxygen and energy to the tissues. Move it now down into the belly. And send that energy around in any direction that feels comfortable. Feel it move through the intestines, aiding digestion, balancing the hormones. And now move that energy down into the pelvic floor and let it flow down the legs, down into the knees where it moves into the joint, reducing any pain, now into the calves and down into the feet. Feel your body as one big circuit of connection from the Mother Earth, up the energy roots, up the spine to the head, and down the front of the body and back down to the feet. And just sit with this sensation, breathing in and out easily. And feel that life force energy moving in to heal, to clear, to release. And Liz again will take us away with the sound bowls. takes us even deeper on our journey. The sound takes us into yet another space. We rise up from where we've been sitting on the floor of the woods, and we take a step and another step. We walk through yet another doorway, and we find that on this side, our guide or an angel or both are there to greet us. And you can feel their presence, and perhaps you can feel the sensation of them placing a hand on the top of your head. And you can imagine a light from right above your head moving down inside the body, moving all the way down that central channel to the bottom of your feet. And with every breath, the light begins to grow brighter and brighter and brighter. Until the light within you starts to radiate out. And if you could see yourself, you would look like a beautiful sun or perhaps a star. And it's from this space that we continue forward, bringing the earth energy and the light with us. We walk up a couple of steps, and we find that in front of us is a beautiful pool of water. And it's been a very hot day, and so we slide right into the pool of water. You can feel it on your skin. Just the perfect temperature. And you can turn and lay on your back and look up at the sky blue. You can see the clouds. And you can look around and you can see that you're in a tropical rainforest. It's beautiful, bright flowers. Vines, and maybe birds, parrots. And you just take a deep sigh and realize that it's paradise. And you feel again so soothed, so held in the embrace of the universe. But then your eyes are drawn to a beautiful waterfall just a short distance away. And you climb up out of the pond and walk through the jungle. As you get closer, you can hear the waterfall flowing over the rocks. And as you get closer still, you can feel the spray of the water and the energy in the atmosphere. And you peek around and you notice that the waterfall has a ledge behind it. And you carefully climb up and stand on that ledge in this sacred, special place, with a rock wall behind you for support, the waterfall in the front. And you just rest here for a moment, just wondering at the magic of all of it. And you realize that the waterfall is a magic waterfall, and its purpose is to help heal your body even further, but now on the energetic level. Its purpose is to clear all the chakras, all the energy centers in your body, moving from the physical to the energetic. Because after all, we do know that we are spiritual beings having a very human experience. And still resting our back for support against the wall, we reach out our hand. We place it right inside the waterfall. And the water turns a vivid red color, the color of a beautiful apple, or the red velvet of a dress. A red from the sunset. And you can feel that red energetic color move from the hand, up the arm, and into your body. And it clears a path right down into the pelvic floor at the root chakra. The red color begins moving in that clockwise direction, spinning inside and then moving out, taking with it all sense of worry and fear, all concern about finances, any old emotional wounds from your family, from childhood, from growing up, from being human. You just breathe into this beautiful red color, swirling around the lower part of the body, taking with it anything that needs to be released. And just with that thought, you can feel that red color move down the legs, down to the feet, and into the energy roots, down into the earth, pulling with it anything that needs to be released. And you realize that you still have your hand in the waterfall. And now instead of red, the color becomes a vibrant orange. The color that I associate with fall leaves, with pumpkins, with spices like nutmeg and cinnamon. An orange that you might see at sunrise or sunset. And just like the red color, the orange begins to move up the arm and into the body and down into the belly, right there, right in the middle. And it too begins to move in that circular, clockwise movement, spinning faster and faster. Allowing you to release some inhibitions, allowing you to embrace your full creative power. The sacral chakra, the seat of creativity, sensuality, sexuality. The spinning color accelerates, removing anything energetic, anything on the energetic level that blocks your full creative power. And let's just sit with those two while we listen to the sound bowls again. our solar plexus, moving up the energy body to right above the navel, taking the power of that sound to the solar plexus. Our hand in the waterfall continues to reach out, and yellow, the color of the solar plexus, appears and moves down into our arm and into our body and down into the navel area. And we see this color like our own individual sun, our own individual life force energy. And the power of the meditation and the sound just allows this space to fully open. And you can feel that surge of power in your body as vitality, health, energy and we take that feeling and we move that up into our heart space. The color of the heart chakra is green. And our hand in the waterfall turns a beautiful green. And again, it moves down our arm and into our body and into the heart space. And that heart opens wide to receive this beautiful infusion of love, it's an unconditional gift from the universe, one that is our birthright. We can feel it flowing right into our heart on an energetic level. It's nourishing us, embracing us. We're letting go of any wounds, any emotional wounds that we no longer need to replay in our mind, that we no longer need to carry. We are in only the present moment where nothing else exists but the peace and the balance and that feeling of beautiful calm. We continue to breathe that in for as long as you need. And we realize that not only is this love coming into us, but we are sending it out. We don't even think about it, but with every breath we take, we are sending out an energetic message. And right now, right here in this moment, that message is one of love and gratitude and acceptance and forgiveness. And we can all feel it in ourselves and each other. And this thought moves us right up into the throat chakra, blue, right at the throat. Our hand in the waterfall turns a beautiful blue and it moves into our throat space. You might see the blue of a beautiful sky, the blue of the ocean in the Caribbean. You can allow yourself to just float in this sea of blue. Feel it move in and around through the throat chakra. This is the center of our communication, our expression. And we are allowing this healing to remove any blocks to speaking our truth. We're declaring our right to be visible, to be alive, to be here, now. And we float on this thought up to our third eye between the eyebrows, the seat of our intuition. And this chakra is already open from our experiences tonight, but nonetheless, we notice our hand in a most beautiful violet or purple color, moving up the arm and into the third eye. Just breathe into this space and know that you're safe, that you're safe in this sacred space tonight. To feel whatever it is you feel. To perhaps sense the presence of your guide. Maybe there's a message. Maybe not. Maybe the message is you're whole, you're perfect, you're complete just as you are. And we move up to the final chakra, the crown of the head, already open, already full of light. But we can send this light out into the world, individually and as a group. We can send it out and see it going everywhere in the world it's needed. Opening hearts, awakening minds, healing the air and the water and the earth. Sending it out to friends and family and loved ones. Perhaps imagining that you can send it back through the ages. Healing something from childhood, sending it to loved ones who've passed on, and sending it out to future generations. And let's just breathe deeply with this thought. And we'll end the meditation with a minute or so of the sound bowls. to close. We're ready to come back. So take a deep breath in and slowly release it, bringing your energy down, down, down. Feel yourself sitting in the chair once again. Wiggle your fingers, feel your feet on the ground. And take a final breath in, releasing anything that's left that needs to be released. Take a sigh. And when you're ready, you can go ahead, open your eyes. Blink a few times, bring yourself back. Bring your hands to your heart space. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you all for being here tonight. We so appreciate it. Thanks for being on the journey with Liz and me. Thank you, First Unity. We appreciate you having us here. We're all volunteers. If you feel you've been spiritually fed, please be sure to show your gratitude on the way out. There's a box for love offerings as you leave the church. And see you next Wednesday, 6 o'clock. If not, Sunday. Me too.